DPDT connection. DPDT stands for double pole, double throw. This is switches where you can get two different poles, positive, negative and negative positive, depending on your requirement. Probably once you are looking at to develop a robot which will do some operation manually, which will move forward and come backward manually with a 100% human intervention, then we need these switches at our operator control unit or in our remote to rotate our motors clockwise and anti-clockwise on demand. So let's understand how a DPDT switch works and the connection for controlling a motor. Normally a DPDT switch is having 6 poles. In the behind you can see, if this is a DPDT switches, then there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be known as the 6 pins. So right now what exactly we are looking forward, where to connect the motor, where to connect the power supply, and how to control a motor rotating clockwise and how to get an anti-clockwise motion of that same motor by help of these switches. Let us do something. Let us draw a power supply. This is our power supply. So the bigger one is your positive, the smaller one is your negative. So let us draw a negative power supply from here and give to the pin number 2, and take the positive power supply from pin number 1 and give it to the pin number 1. So it is our 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. So right now your pin number 1 are positive, so we can draft it down here. Pin number 1 we have positive, pin number 2 we have negative. So pin number 3rd and 4th we can connect the motors. So just you can do, this is a motor, just imagine this is a motor and this is the shaft of the motor, this is 1 and 2 wire. So let's connect the motor to your DPDT switches. Pin number 3 is one pin, pin number 4 is another pin. So the moment pin number 3rd and 4th will be given a power supply, then what will happen? This motor will rotate. But right now the pin number 3 and 4 doesn't have any power supply because there is no hard connection. So how to get a power supply here? So right now you can see pin number 1 got a positive power supply, pin number 2 you have negative power supply. So right now the moment we press our switch to the backward, then the pin number 1 and 3, 2 and 4 gets internally connected, though DPDT is a mechanical switch and my pin number 1 is connected to the 3. So right now I will be getting a positive power supply at pin number 3, and this positive supply will be travel down and it will reach to the motor, and my pin number 4 gives me a negative power supply because pin number 2 has the negative. So pin number 1 gives the pin number 1 connected to the pin number 3. It's a circuit closed where pin number 1 is connected to 3, pin number 2 is connected to pin number 4. By virtue of which my motor gets a positive and negative. Assume my motor rotates clockwise. So right now we need to achieve how does my motor rotates anti-clockwise. So to rotate anti-clockwise, my voltage is negative and positive we need to give to the motor. So right now you can do one thing, you can release your switches. The moment you release your switches, this connection will break, this connection will break. So right now your pin number 1 is no more connected to the pin number 3, nor pin number 2 is connected to the pin number 4. So let's do something. Take the power supply, we need to give a negative and positive. So let's remove these two things. So we need to give a negative and positive here and there. So how to get a negative at pin number 3, how to get a pin number 4 as positive? The challenge is that we need to get a negative and positive at pin number 3, 4. So for achieving this, let's do something. Connect your pin number 1 to pin number 6 and your pin number 2 to pin number 5. So by virtue of what will happen, your pin number 1 is positive, pin number 2 is negative, Right now pin number 5 is equal to negative, pin number 6 is equal to positive. So right now the moment you press your switch to the front side, then these two pin number 3 and 5, pin number 4 and 6 gets connected, by virtue of which your negative will go to the pin number 3. So this becomes negative now and this becomes positive now. So the negative from pin number 3 will come to the motor and you will get a negative, you will get a positive. So by virtue of which our motor will rotate clockwise. If you want to design a remote out of it, let's design a remote out of it. Let's see how we are using two more switches for two motors and designing a remote.